Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Hope, Week 4, Story Outline. So what is a story outline? Well, it is pretty much a condensed version of this whole story, which means usually you start with something like the intention. In my case, I want people to know how important it is to understand themselves and that they are not alone struggling with confusion. In my case, it took me 5 years to really grasp it, and maybe people watching it enjoy it and even think in the right direction to make a change. That's pretty much all I can hope for. And with that, I have the core of the story, and the core conflict will be laid out in just 8 sentences, as you can see here. Once Upon a Time is pretty much who's the character or who's the protagonist. Every day, what is he dealing with, until one day, the thing that happened. Then a few things that happen in Act 2 is pretty much what happens because of that, because of that, because of that. And in the end, until finally something changed or the character learned his lesson. And ever since is pretty much how does the change affect the future of the character. Which means you have pretty much just 8 sentences that you can pretty much cram every movie into that you have ever watched so far. It's a pretty fun exercise, but in terms of Project Hope, I leave you alone with the whole story outline I came up with so far. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you can skip this from here on out. But I would recommend you sitting through this and throw me some feedback what you think of it. Anyway, I see you next time, and I hope you have fun seeing the outline. Until then, bye bye. Once upon a time, Hope, a manifestation of thoughts, tries to fight goo made from negative emotions inside a depressive mind. Every day, he uses sparks of positive energy to stop the goo from spreading, but he is always defeated by Yin, the inner child, when the spark runs out of energy. Until one day, a special kind of spark appears, giving Hope a chance to defeat Yin. Because of that, Yin is cornered by Hope and breaks down and reveals his role in the mind. Because of that, Hope realizes his mistake and tries to fight his way through the brewing vortex of thoughts to save Yin. And because of that, Yin's breakdown grows into rage, defying Hope's help and getting too strong for the spark to handle. Finally, Hope decides to deal with the emotions himself, to get closer, and he manages to give Yin the spark, saving him in the process. And ever since, Hope helps Yin to work on the trauma where the goo is coming from, so they can deal with the depression long term.